Well, good afternoon. It's VindaCator here from iPlayMore.com. Quick reminder to subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. Make sure you go to iPlayMore.com. Sign up for our video game test of Thunder. Get some updated logos. So I'm the game designer developer for Thunder. Takes place here in our Milky Way galaxy. If you fall from where we are down the Carina Arm, you arrive at the Stellar Jewel Box Nebula, NGC 3603. And NASA's taken a picture. This is what it looks like. Hi, Henrique. And so we put our little planet Nebulous Prime in there. Kind of come zooming in. You can start to see the map there reviewing. And this is our mock-up. Now, the mapper, or sorry, he is a map maker, but there's a logistic word for it, who made Bear Isle, has contacted me. He wanted to find out the copyright information to show this as an example of what he's done. So I have sent him all 3 of these maps, and we'll see if he's interested in working on the rest of this. This image shows... because we've got a metagame, which means that as you win and lose arenas, you win and lose territory. So this image is kind of showing how that would function. And Bear Isle would be neutral, 12 over 12. So, and here's a little closer image of it. Here's what we've got happening inside the game engine. Actually, we've got ocean now, so I'll be able to show some ocean today. And so here's the environment for forever. So this is where we're going to move to next. Still have to get those. So this is the kin gates. We've got to get the brood gates done. So. And then a location for the shrines. And then some concept art for what the map looks like. And then I did a flip over image, like a horseshoe there. The kin castle. Study that, Henrique. So these will change a lot. These are just concept images, just to kind of give us an idea what we're going to do next. And the central fountain. Still got the crown. I didn't change anything. I am so crazy busy, and we've got some issues today, but we're just going to fight through them. Show off this gorgeous crown. This is some of the stuff from our investor presentation, talking about the legacy. Getting their names on the items as they cash out forever. Same with anybody. And then there's Uriel, one of the new characters, updated characters we're working on. And I played some games, of course, this week. So came in second, but our team did really good. Hey, we beat the Canadian. I'm a Canadian team. And oh, now he's on my team. Is this the same guy? Nope, different guy. Same logo. So we won again. I came in second again. Second seems to be pretty normal here. Enrique's laughing. Came in second there and won. Died a lot, but hey, that's the thing. I was being the proxy, so I was being the engineer. So basically, you can fight and die and do nothing, or you can do a little bit of your objective. So here I'm second place again. We just beat the third guy by 1 point. Yeah, that's all it takes. Oh, 74. One more point, we would have won. So the clock ran out. That was pretty close. Now that's a great game. So this is Dirty Bomb, kicking a little butt. First place and won. Oh yeah, we just flew through this game. Wow, I remember that. First place again. I think I flew through a whole bunch in a row. Yeah, look at this, 3 in a row. I think this is on the same day. Look at those numbers. That means we're going very fast. Sometimes I don't think the teams are ready for a guy like me. See, I've played Enemy Territory Quake Wars made by the same company, so I completely understand the gameplay. And I think most people just go and shoot each other because that's kind of how most games are. Another first place. Another first place. Some Nader there. Oh, here's one of our laggers. So this is half lion, half tiger, but intelligent beast. So this is just a mock-up, but I really like it. So I think he turned out great. And his weapon that he'll have sheathed. And then kind of a mock-up what the male prince would look like and the female would look like. And my image of my action image. And we get the roadmap done. I'm so happy about that. That kind of gives us a plan. And then some of the images I did up for the investor presentation. We got the new logos in here now, as you can see there. And then we got the new IMU Studios logo down there. So it's nice to have some fresh logos and a reason for it too. Got the investor presentation done. Anyways, come join us on our Discord. Earn some mana watching me stream live here. Oh, this is in the wrong place. Anyways, this is the overview for Uriel. Oh yeah, I added this in later and I didn't change the name yet. Anyways, sign up for our video game test on iPlayMore.com. Turn on my camera, wave hello. So today I shouldn't say because the team is working. I have a broken game. So I'm going to be doing some very different things. Anyways, you can see here the bear. I worked really hard I got to go down here because the ocean is flashing. To kind of get this part. This is where this lake drains. Underneath the mountain here. Comes out over here. So I had to work. And I got the audio on so you can hear some of the audio work that I've done. So all the way around is audio. Oh yeah. See, I always forget to do things. I was supposed to come in here and change the ocean so it had bigger waves. I think. I don't know. I was told how to do that a long time ago. Just too busy. Anyways. And then Perry, my roommate, has joined us, and he's going to be doing our environmental artwork. And so he's a big-time gamer, but not so much PC. So he's got my old PC. He's working on this area right here. Worked for 2 hours, and everything you see in the screen is what I did and what Phil did. All his work is gone. So pretty sad for the new guy. Sorry about that. But there was a conflict, and we had to wipe out his work so somebody else didn't lose their work. Probably me. Probably because I did the oceans. I did the smoothing. Foolishly, I did all the smoothing all the way around the whole island. And then I came over here. I should have started here. And these things were like 5 feet under the water. So it's like, okay, do I build these things up 5 feet or do I lower the ocean? So I lowered the ocean. Then I think Michael raised the ocean again. So then I had to lower it again. It's like we're fighting. And so I lowered the ocean again, and then I had to smooth all the way around. It's funny, he sent me a screenshot. He's like, it's perfectly smooth. Yeah, because he put it back to where I had it smooth. I think that's what happened. Anyways. So got some great ocean sounds in here. If I come down a little lower here, not go into the thing, you can begin to see what the ocean's going to do here. Now, I'm just floating around here today because this... My version of the game is broken. There's no HUD. So I can't see anything that's happening. There's a whole bunch of new things to show, but I can't show because it all happens on the HUD. So I'm going to I almost skipped this today, and I thought, I'll just float around here and show a bunch of things. So we've got another issue here that we've got to resolve, and that's that beautiful ocean. See, we got an ocean all the way around here now. I got to pan slower, I guess. But when you go into the pit, we've got an ocean here. Isn't that great? Oops. Oh, I'm looking. Oh, yeah, because I'm in spectator, I can see right through everything. All right, that's not very good. Yeah, it's supposed to see all the internal workings of everything. But, so, should have that. So you get that wind blowing on top of the mountains. We got the hot lava boiling. I think this one's even going to erupt. Might have to do some more work down there. I know on the first prototype I did a lot more work on that. So this one should be about the same. Yeah. And we did a better job this time. Last time the lava was kind of running uphill and stuff. I mean, you learn, right? And so this time they've got it a lot better. We didn't put lava into these drains. We just have the glowing. So, and all these little places now, you can see here I got a little bit of water in here and a rock. That's where that lagger is going to go. And he's going to give you your first mission. That's the other thing we got to figure out. Why are these rocks? Why does it look like that? Because look, when I go close, and then all the smoothing work I did is there. So there's something weird happening there with the LODs or something. I don't know. I have no idea. So there's that. Oh, I got some new lake sounds in here. So we still got to put the birds in here. So, and I'm not sure why the sun comes underneath the mountain like that on the lake. It shouldn't be there until it's over the mountain. Oh, I got to fly here. That's cool. He's going back and forth between the speakers. I was kind of happy to find that. Put it in there. Did all the rock work. I still have to do the special effects, the particle effects. That's what I'm trying to say. And that'll cover that up. But this time, what I'm doing is I'm using the actual terrain. So this first piece here is terrain. So it's the same as this, and then I'm putting the rocks in. So just trying to give it a little bit less of a hit on performance. So. And it seems to be running fairly smooth, even with this massive ocean in here. And this ocean is, actually it's going to flash if I go up too high. Because you actually can do this. People are like, oh, people can't do that in the game. I'm like, yes, they can. Yeah, you can see. Especially around here. So I'm not exactly sure what that is. There was another weird thing happening where I was seeing weird reflections of the volcano stuff in the water, but I'm not seeing that anymore. I'm not exactly sure how that was happening. Anyways, things are coming along, and a little bit sad that things are not working properly, but maybe I'll give it a try anyways. We'll just see. So Alt P. There's no HUD, there's no description. And here's the other thing I want to say. Like, that water looks so good, and then when you push play, it looks different. It looks more tiled. It looks more reflective. So what is that? Is that just because our sun is so low and we're sitting here at morning? The other thing is why is my spawn facing that direction even though I have it facing this direction when I spawn? Now that's just multiplayer. I know in single player it works. So I know that's an engine issue. So, and it looks like me not being able to update the code is also an engine issue. So I've got the old, so supposedly this is working now, the shrines, but I have no way to know because I don't have any HUD. This will be our inventory. As simple as that. You're in it, and you leave, and you're out of it. So yeah, we can't see anything that I'm getting. Oh, actually, after last week, I did get the PEP fixed. Michael did show me how to do that. See, that's the thing, is a lot of things I ask him about, and he tells me how to do it, and then I'm just too busy to do it. But I did get that one done. I do like the position of the devices now. So what's on my right arm looks much, much better. So I'm going to get a capture. But there's no menu, so. Alright, so I guess we're in no rush. We'll just kind of look at some stuff. So these bushes are all properly lit now. Henrique's got the normals facing the right direction. Still need to get some pickup sounds on these devices. And the other thing I'm trying to do now is start to pair these. No, we don't have grass in yet. Actually, it's in the engine, but it's not in here yet. Why does that look like there's 2 stalks here? What is going on there? I don't know. They're all that way. Alright. Okay, maybe that's just that way. I just didn't notice it before. Alright, so these are the energy. And yeah, you can just walk in the game. Or you can run. I like to run. I like to get up in the air. A little recoil from the device. So a few things. I mean, you always got to make decisions about everything, and you got to look at how things are going. So it looks like our main programming stuff's going a lot slower than we thought. The lead programmer had advised me not to bring in blueprint guys, but that's exactly the guys we need to fix. Oh yeah, I didn't go to the fountain, did I? That's exactly the guys that we need to fix up this version of the game, because this is just very temporary what you're seeing here. Not the map, but the gameplay, the code for it is very temporary, so we'll be changing that. And again, I do like how bumpy this is, because you see how you can't see much further down the path. Come over the hill, come over the hill, and then literally you run right into the water. So I got some of the noises in here, the audio. I got a little bit of the water. I couldn't find the spout that comes out of his mouth or the fire that comes out of his mouth, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Michael still has the old version of the game up and running somehow, somewhere. So maybe I'll get him to check into that and tell me what that is. The other thing that's missing here is like the kin, the lower particle effect on the kin icon. That should be on this one as well. Let's just run right past the fountain or the throne here for a second. So I got these little electrical ones. See, there's also supposed to be. I'm trying to remember what it's called. So in school, I think grade 5, the teacher brought in. Man, I can't remember the name of it, but an arcing machine. And basically, what it is from this pole to that pole, the arc would rise. Zzzt, zzzt. And I wanted to put that on here. But there's also a red particle effect I wanted to put into this. I think it goes right in the middle here. I don't remember. I'd have to go look at some screenshots and stuff. But anyways, I need to know what that is and why that's missing. So anyways, okay, let's capture the throne. But I've had some weird things happen, like the scepter's on the ground, the HUD's not working, I can't build code in the game or out of the game. So, and it appears to only be my version.
King of Dominations.
But we're still at the prototype stage, working towards getting to alpha. So I used to go whipping over the mountains. I'm gonna go a different way this time. But I kind of like how you can just jump over that. The jump in our game is pretty cool. Of course, that's an earned jump, so you're not going to have that when you first start. And the game is a race. You want to be the first guy to capture your own throne, to capture the enemy's throne. And then this whole idea, you're racing back towards your own home throne. You just have to touch it. And if the enemy was already capturing, now their throne's out of play. It's pretty cool. It's all stuff from our original game, so it turned out pretty good. I've got no menu. Oh, and I pushed the wrong button. All right, this is working, so let's show this. So the scepter, The scepter is like this, so it's not working, but that's an example of what it's going to be like casting lightning. This pep should be working now. Yeah, so I've got the pep working now, so it's forming at the top. I don't know why the audio happens late, though. It should happen there. And so we're not going to even see this on my menu, but this will speed me up a little bit. So I've got a few peps. Definitely feels faster. Yeah, definitely feels faster. So that's the other thing that's broken is the ability to place thrones. Even blind, I should be able to do that, but it seems to be completely broken now. So again, this seems to only be on mine. I might have to wipe everything out and download it all again. I did notice the lead programmer showed up in Slack, but it was just too late and too busy. And I was talking with Michael to figure out how to fix all this. But anyway, so this is what we've got for today. So, but very typical early stage. We're gonna break stuff. Pick up some shields. Gotta get these sounds working. It's very weird. Oh, and the I gotta show you this because it's freaking hilarious. I mean, I'm very happy to have the oceans in. I'm not gonna say anything against that. Oh yeah, note to self: go check out those bushes over there because there were some duplicate bushes. The problem with the foliage tool is if you have something checked and you check something else, it puts two in one spot and you're totally not aware of it until you go and click on it. So that's just a bush that I found that was doing that. Same thing, that waterfall. Why is it wide and too short? As soon as I quit, it'll go the right size. I've never seen that before. So I got all the audio into the pit now. So here's what's funny. You get to down here, and you're like, well, what's all that? That's the ocean. So we got to figure out how to get the ocean out of the pit. But at least we can enter it. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but. And then there it is up there at the top. But you can hear the audio I got in there. So that came out that one. Let's try this one. So last prototype, I put the audio in, and some of it was sneaking out into the main map. So that fixed all that. It's nice to make the first prototype and figure things out. So they don't have any devices to pick up in here yet. And these sounds are exactly what they were before. It's the same sounds, but placement is a little different. So, I've got to move this. Oh, the pit I have to move, but it doesn't matter. So now that I've got that, I should be able to push enter. And so the ruckus is broken too. Oh, maybe I've got to select it. Let's just try that. There we go. Oh, it is working. Okay. Henrique says, you said about the HUD, have you tried compiling inside? Yes, of course. Yeah, compiling inside it, Unreal gives me an error. We looked at the error. It's all engine errors, which means that the engine's not good. Is that floating? I swear that looked like it was floating. Oh, yeah, see, just the edge of it is. Okay, another little thing to fix. Yeah, I'm completely broken here. We spent all morning trying to fix this. So, I was doing other things, though, too. This stuff kind of gets beyond me. It's either working or no, it doesn't work. I have no idea. I'm just not the programmer, that's all. And this is all programming crap that's causing us the issue. Now, of course, we're going to have all new programming. Well, that's interesting. I left the pit, and I don't have some of the problems I have sometimes. Sometimes it goes really slow. You're only supposed to have your claw. but I still have all the devices I picked up, but I wasn't banished. So return should not be banished. Come on, there we go. Alright, so anyways, that ocean thing is kind of funny. We gotta figure that out. I'm glad to have the ocean in though. It's nice finally. Alright, so let's do my crazy thing. Look straight up in the air. Alright. Should be enough. There they go. I mean, I'm eager for 4 or 5 guys to do that in a line. They should fall here again. Maybe they went over the mountain. Anyways, because that's going to create a wall, a 3D wall into space. So, anyways, so we still have some things to work out. I told myself if my stream was bad today, I was going to just stop, but my stream is actually working good. All right, well, I guess there's one more little thing we can do here. And that is show the character. There she is in the 3D camera. So this is Suiel. It's our first character in the game. Since I did the roadmap, I really realized that characters will come later in the process. So I mean, it would be nice to have the guys working on characters, but you know, this is the fun thing about being unfunded is that it's very hard to keep the team motivated and growing and everything happening. So we got some power-ups showing up. So this is just anyways, when I'm doing this will be like a gesture. She'll dance or she'll do a backflip or whatever. Every character will do something unique. And when the players do that, they might not even realize it, but they are making these, and not in a pile like this. These will randomly spawn all over the game. And I can't even show you what these are because I'm going to pick them up and they go away. So I forgot that I can't do that. So let's hit it again. Of course, it'll take many more of these for this to show up. There they all are. That's all I need for now. So you saw the freedom that I went through up there. And I probably even have it, but I'm blind right now. So. Let's just go through. So these are the old scepter placements, I think. Yeah, and way too close, way too big. So we're gonna fix that. Anyways, so we've got notability, 5 times damage. The blue one there is not with, makes you invisible. And then this is notch up, which fills up your shields and your energy. So Michael was talking to me about what to do next, and so I was thinking, I'm just looking. See how bumpy this stuff is. That looks pretty. Looks like I need to fix that. That's a little bit too bumpy, too sharp. Anyways, I know where this is, so another little thing to myself. So you can see on my device, you see that little red screen at the back, which is flipped through the devices. The little blue screen there. The little blue screen there. The rainbow screen. The rainbow screen. So this one doesn't have it. This is your base device. You'll go do that first mission there and get that. And the little purple screen there. So that's I've asked him to even just do a mock-up. Those will be energy readouts. It'd be nice to have them working, of course, so as you pick up energy, it reads it out. But we want to get everything off the HUD. Probably not everything like it is now. But even rolling my mouse wheel, like it's great. I'm changing devices, but my HUD's not showing up when it's supposed to. So I know I just got to build code, but I can't build it in the game. I can't build it out of the game. I can't build it in... trying to think of the Microsoft program, Visual Studio. So none of that is working today, but that's all right. I do want to say, though, that I've been going through the investor presentation and sharing it. We're getting a very positive response, so I think it's right. It's not perfect. It's a little bit disorganized, I think. I think it's good. I think it could be better organized, but I think we'll wait till the next one. So I think we're going to put it out as is. And then I really felt that I wasn't ready. And what I mean by that is I've got some things that I want to get out of this, because if I'm not motivated by this, if I'm not making the exact game I want to make and have a reason for it, it's going to be really out of my comfort zone to go talk to people about it. So that's what I'm working on today. I really felt that was the next thing I had to do, is work on that. And again, so what I've done is, and I found that I was reading it too fast, kind of speed reading it and just zipping it through it. So now I've recorded all that, edited it, and I'm making another video. And so that's going to be for me, maybe some of my top people, and we can look at the goals that we want to accomplish internally. And so I really felt that that was the next stage, and I've basically found all my old investor lists, which is really exciting, and all the notes in there. Like, for example, let me tell this story because it's pretty cool. So we did a LAN party in the next town over called Caslow, and there was, I don't know, 40 people there or something. We installed our very first prototype on 32 computers, and that was pretty exciting. It was going to be our first time having a 16-on-16 game, and we were totally excited. And so I went to everybody and met them and shook their hand, installed the game, and talked to them a little bit about how to play. And I mean, now I'm wishing I didn't do that, but I mean, who knew what was going to happen? And we had just entered the game. We hadn't yet started shooting at each other. And lightning and thunder happened at the exact same time. Now think about, my game's called Thunder. And at the exact same time, lightning and thunder happened. That means that cloud was like right there, right above us. And it hit the building, took the power out, and killed that. It was very, I call it the christening of the game. You got to look at it in a positive light. But it was our very first test, and it didn't transpire the way that it was supposed to. Now, we had many other LAN parties after that, but we never ever had 32 players again at the same time. So that was the stress test. But it seemed to work fine, and not that it has anything to do with what we're doing now. And we could do that right now in this version without any code. I mean, we're going to have some net code, but yeah. Anyways, the reason I tell that story is there was two twin boys, but they must have been 12 years old. And I said to one of the boys, I said, just so you know, like, this is a completely different game. This is not your normal game. And, you know, the boy said something to me so profound. He says, that's good. He says, I am sick of playing the same game over and over again. He says, I change games, but it's just the same game. And he was so happy about it. And then his dad came in. He says, Dad, you should invest in this company. And I was kind of shocked. I mean, here's this 12-year-old kid pitching his dad, and we were nowhere near ready. I mean, it was we're talking about 2007, I think, very early prototype. Anyways, so I'm going through my notes, and there's a note on this investor. I'm so glad I kept all these notes. And it's like, he says, I've made a lot of other investors a lot of money. And so basically what he was saying, he probably would have invested us years ago, but we just weren't ready. I mean, now we're ready. But it's kind of opened my eyes, because I don't go and pitch him as an investor now. I go and pitch him as a lead investor, and then he brings in investors. So, I just realized I didn't really fix my camera. I got to be honest, I was a little disappointed with the fact that I've got no HUD and things aren't working properly in the game. And so I put my nose down. I was doing other things, and suddenly I realized it was 3 o'clock, and I'm like, oh my God, I've got to broadcast. So here I am. So anyways, so there it is. And that's just one story. You know, our lead investor, he was at one of our original live game events. So I used to live in Edmonton, and we had this house, and we had a bunch of PCs that we had from our original investor. And so I had them all set up, and we were all gaming all over the house, all connected up together. And so he showed up with his son. His son played our very first prototype, and he said, what do you think of it? And his son says, yeah, it's really fun. And now he's become our lead investor. So it's you never know what's going to happen or where things are going to come from. You know, and that's just two stories. There's many, many, many more. And so, you know, this next stage, and I really feel that we don't want to overreach. You know, and this is just years of experience speaking. You know, you fundraise close to home, because if you're knocking on doors far, far away, people are going to wonder, why is nobody local investing in you? So you got to get those local investors first, you know. And I think why, this has taken us so long, but, it's really much better because it's taken so long, is because my friends and family didn't grasp what I was doing. Because this is a far stretch. We're not just making the next version of a game. We're making something completely different. I think it's way better. But the thing is I guess what I'm trying to say is there's millions and millions of thoughts that have made this game what it is. And without understanding that thought process, you're scratching your head saying, well, why isn't this like Call of Duty? Well, there's a big reason why it's not. But anyways, I don't want to go into that too much, but it's just... Anyways, there's the stories, so there's some amazing things happen. And we've got a long ways to go. Just like that pep. See that little pep there? It's got a long ways to go. I'm just kidding. I'm just enthralled by these things. It's using real-world physics. Well, I shouldn't say real world. It's using game physics, which is mimicking the real world. But it's very cool. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say today. So, and Henrique, thank you for working on all the plants, fixing all that stuff up. That is fantastic. So, we're going to go through another stage here. We got to get the new version of Speed Tree, and some of these trees are not quite right. Some of them are great. Some of them are just like that one with that. See that branch? Oh, I don't even have a... It's your job. Yeah, that's right. You see that tree, how it's... Oh, but then it pops into place. You see how it's got that floating branch in the middle of nowhere? And then it just pops. You can see a white leaf tree over there. Okay, I'll just believe that's true. The other weird thing that we're having that Perry's already mentioned too is that I don't think you can see it here in this lighting, but these guys, yeah, see, this lighting hides it. But if I go unlit, you'll see that there's a white edge. And I'm not talking around the leaf. I'm talking outside. So where that leaf ends right there. Boy, I got no crosshairs to point at anything. So right where it ends, there's a white edge. Now what that is, I don't know if that's an engine issue or a texture issue or a speed tree issue. But what it is when you have a texture that reaches the edge, it goes over to the other side, the other edge, and creates a white bar. And you can't see it in this light, which is good. I'm very happy about that. So nobody will ever notice. So maybe we don't even have to fix it. But it drives me crazy. I put the trees in there, and it's these guys here. No, you can't see it in the lit version. Unlit, you can. Anyways, but it's very nice to have Perry working on other parts of the map. I'm just getting too busy with the investor stuff. You'll fix it. Henrique's going to fix it. Yay. So really that's what we're doing. And that's one thing Perry said today. He's like, we shouldn't be doing so many live broadcasts for the, for our gamer users. And I said, well, really, these are much more for our developers. So, I mean, we're getting a few gamers interested. We've got a bunch of people signed up, a couple hundred people signed up to beta test. But now that we've hit this snag, basically we started in single player, everything was working great, changed to multiplayer, and now we've got all kinds of issues because we didn't start. And where you should start is how we're doing the next professional C++ code is starting with multiplayer. So that looks pretty pointed right there too. Now some of the points are ridges. Yeah, you see that's a whole ridge. It's still looks a little pointy. And I'm getting really fussy fixing all this stuff. But it's kind of like your baby. You want to make sure it looks perfect. So. Anyways, that's going to be it for today, guys. And yeah, we're getting there. But it's going to be nice to have this financed. And so, Henrik, I'm going to say something to you. So I've put some special things into that video, that vision video, that are going to affect you. You're going to look, because you're going to get a copy of that. I want you to make the movie poster, because I don't have Photoshop up and running. That's in Perry's computer now. So if you could do that, you'll see there's just a blank. But there's some visionary things there that are going to be very exciting for you. But I was looking at the hours that you put in, and last month you didn't even put 40 hours a week in. So I was like, man, can you imagine when everybody is full time and paid? And man, I mean, we're doing great before that time. So, and I was reading on the internet today that the old catch-22, you need the money to get the prototype, to show the prototype, to get the money to build the prototype. And we've ourselves have overcome that. We've got this wonderful, beautiful game already. And sure, it's not, there's not 16 or 32 players in here yet, but we're working towards it. We know the mistakes that we've made, and it's gonna work out. It looks like this tree's leaning. Let's go have a look. What's going on here? It's just that there's two trees. That's the other thing, is sometimes there's more than one tree there. Those are all fun. But I came over here the other day. I think there were 6 trees right here. I was like, holy smokes. How the heck did that happen? Oh, that's off the ground. Okay, I'm going to fix that right now. And it looks like I do have multiple bushes here. Oh, maybe not. Anyways, I'll figure that out. All right, well, it's VindaCator saying, hey, I got lots of things to fix, so I'm going to get back to work. And you too, Henrik. Well, it's a weekend, so I don't know. Sometimes you work on the weekend. I always work on the weekend. There's just too much to do. Anyway, so it's VindaCator saying thanks for watching. And so I'm going to just push escape. Oh, see, it's put me in the wrong place here. And there we go. So make sure you go to iPlayMore.com, sign up for a video game test of Thunder. And loving the new logos, guys. Thanks so much. And I think that's all I need to say for today. So it's VindaCator. Thanks for watching. Bye. I'm out.